Hey everyone, welcome back to the Untangled Mind. Today we're exploring 10 lesser known psychological facts about studying, insights that go way beyond the typical study hacks. These research backed phenomena can help you understand how your brain really learns and why sometimes our study habits work against us. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our community for more brain boosting tips and research insights. Let's get started. 1. State-dependent memory. Have you ever noticed that you recall information better when your mood or physical state is the same during both study and test time? This is called state-dependent memory. Studies have shown that whether you're caffeinated, a bit tired, or even mildly stressed, your internal state can act as a retrieval cue. For example, research from the 1960s demonstrated that rats learned maze tasks better when their drug-induced state during learning was reinstated at test. In real life, this means if you always study with your favorite playlist or in a particular environment, try to recreate that setting when you need to recall the information. Have you ever experienced this? 2. The hypercorrection effect. Next up is the hypercorrection effect, a fascinating phenomenon where high-confidence errors are more likely to be corrected and remembered. When you're sure you know something and then discover you were wrong, your brain works overtime to fix that mistake. Researchers have found that these aha moments make the correct information stick much better than errors made with low confidence. It's almost like your brain says, I need to remember this correction because I really thought I was right. This shows that even our mistakes can become powerful learning moments. 3. The illusory truth effect. Ever noticed how hearing the same statement over and over can make it feel true? Even if it isn't, that's the illusory truth effect. When studying, repeated exposure to a fact or concept can lead to an automatic sense of truth, sometimes bypassing critical thinking. While repetition helps memory, it also means you must be cautious. Don't assume repeated information is correct without verifying it. Mix up your study materials and cross-check your sources to avoid these pitfalls. 4. Dual processing in learning. Our brains operate on two levels when learning. While you might be consciously reading and taking notes, an unconscious process is busy forming associations and patterns. This dual processing means that you sometimes learn more than you realize, like picking up vocabulary or concepts incidentally during casual reading or conversation. It's a reminder that learning isn't just about intense focus, it also happens in the background. Can you recall a time when you learned something without even trying? Drop your story in the comments. 5. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Have you ever felt certain you had mastered a topic only to later uncover gaps in your understanding? That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Research shows that people with lower ability often overestimate their knowledge, while true experts tend to be more modest about what they know. This bias can trick you into thinking you're well prepared when you might not be, so it's important to seek honest feedback and practice self-assessment. Remember, a little humility can go a long way in your learning journey. 6. Metacognitive illusions. Ever reread your textbook and felt like you really got it, only to be stumped on a test? That's due to metacognitive illusions. We often mistake familiarity for mastery. Research has shown that our brain's fluency with the material can give us a false sense of security. To beat this, try active recall methods like self-quizzing instead of just rereading. This strategy forces you to engage more deeply and accurately assess your understanding. 7. The Perruchet effect. Here's a mind-bender, the Perruchet effect. It reveals a disconnect between what we consciously expect and how our brain reacts automatically. Imagine you're part of an experiment where a particular sound is sometimes followed by a small, harmless puff of air. After many repetitions, you might be asked to rate how likely you think the puff is to follow the sound. Even if you say, I don't really expect the puff anymore, your body might still react strongly, like blinking or flinching, every time you hear the sound. In other words, while your conscious mind tells you one thing, your automatic unconscious response says another. It's a powerful reminder that our brains can learn and form associations without our conscious awareness. So when studying, try to assess your learning using both self-tests and other measures of your true understanding. 8. Self-handicapping in studying. Ever delay studying, then feel you have a built-in excuse for a poor grade? That's self-handicapping. It's a protective strategy where we create obstacles for ourselves so that if we fail, we can blame external factors rather than our ability. While it might cushion the blow to your self-esteem, it ultimately hinders true learning. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to overcoming it, so try setting smaller, manageable goals to build confidence without sabotaging your progress. 9. Attention restoration theory. Long study sessions can exhaust your focus. Attention restoration theory suggests that brief breaks, especially in nature, can rejuvenate your mental capacity. Research shows that even a 5 to 10-minute walk outdoors can help restore your attention and improve concentration. So, if you're feeling mentally drained, step away from your desk and give your brain a little reset. I challenge you to try this during your next study session and notice the difference. 10. The Dr. Fox effect in self-study. Finally, let's talk about the Dr. Fox effect, a phenomenon where a speaker's charisma can mask the actual substance of their lecture. You might feel inspired and think you've absorbed a lot just because the presentation was engaging. However, studies reveal that such style can sometimes lead to shallow learning. When studying on your own, make sure that you're not just impressed by flashy presentation methods. Dig into the material, question it, and test your understanding to ensure real learning is taking place. By understanding these phenomena, you can tailor your study habits to work smarter, not just harder. Which of these facts resonated with you the most? Share your experiences and strategies in the comments below. And if you found these insights helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more brain-boosting tips. Thanks for watching, and happy studying.